Welcome my friends. Today we're doing a Vinyasa Flow class. I'm Hannon. We might need a strap or a towel and maybe a block or whatever you have handy, maybe a small garbage can or even a chair. Chair works really well, the seat of the chair, right, for half moon. So we're gonna get started in a child's pose tonight. Let's sit back onto our heels, bring our toes to touch, open up the knees, sit back, and then extended child's pose, reach the arms forward. So this is gonna get us active right away. If you want even more active, high on the fingers, and so you're gonna activate through the upper arms. Try to get your forehead to the mat. See if you can sink down into the mat and maybe make some movements here. Shake out the hips, maybe massage the forehead as you roll side to side on your mat. Take a big inhale, open mouth, exhale as you sink into that Balasana, child's pose. And just notice how the body is showing up tonight, right? Without any judgment, not worrying about what it could be, what it should be. Just what is showing up. Ooh, a little place there in the hips. Oh, I feel that in the back. What's going on? Just tune in and notice things as they are without any judgments or need to change them. Breathe into the body. And then when you're ready, you're going to start to change the breath, making it a little bit more rhythmic, setting the tone for your practice. So inhaling through the nose if you can, fill up from the belly, up into the diaphragm, expand the lungs, even feel the back body expanding and maybe going upwards. And then as you exhale, slowly emptying out from the top all the way down to the bottom. Deep inhale through the nose, fill up the belly, expand the diaphragm, expand the chest, feel the sides of the body fill up, the back body reach up toward the ceiling, and then as you exhale, slowly emptying everything out. Let this breath become rhythmic, so breathing in and out through your nose, maybe to a count of 3, 4, maybe even 5. So the slower that we can get that exhale out, the more relaxed our body is going to be, moving from that fight or flight, the sympathetic nervous system, into the rest and digest parasympathetic nervous system. And as you move through your practice and your breath starts to become faster, you can work on slowing it down again by maybe slowing your movements or focusing more on the breath, okay? So tomorrow is Earth Day, and the earth is a beautiful gift from the Almighty Creator, King of Kings. He is so extravagant with us, right? Paints with all these beautiful colors and shapes and smells and sights. Just fills up this world for us so that we would never get bored of the same thing. All the different vistas and the mountains and the oceans, all of that beauty, all for you. That's right. He created it all for you because he is a good, good Father. He loves you so deeply that he filled your world with beauty. I hope you remember that. Unfortunately, in this world, we tend to start worshiping the creation rather than the Creator. So if you'll join me tomorrow morning, I'll have a little meditation for you. It'll be on the Kula Facebook page, and it'll also be on my YouTube channel. So feel free to tune into one of those and just enjoy that little meditation of the Creator instead of the creation. All right, my friends, so I hope you enjoy God's creation. It's a gift for you. And I hope you enjoy most of all the creation of your body. That also is a gift for you in all of its shapes and sizes and colors. God is so beautiful and so good to us. Start to make some movement through your hips here. And just sway them side to side. And make some movements through the shoulders. We're going to take that left arm and tuck it under the right and continue to press your forehead down, or maybe your left cheek down, right? You can keep the forehead down and then tent up the right fingers, reach them up toward the top of the mat and sit a little bit deeper into the hips. So you're getting a nice stretch through the shoulders today. We are going to work on headstand or dolphin as well today, so there's going to be a lot of good stuff going on. We want to get the body nice and warmed and prepped. Breathe through the shoulder and move the neck side to side. Let's walk that right hand back, and then we'll take the right arm and thread it under the left in this child's pose. Take the left fingertips to the top, tent the fingers, and you can either release to your right cheek or stay on the forehead. I like to stay on the forehead. It gives me a deeper stretch through my right shoulder and my back. You can move the forehead a little bit or the hips. Take one more full breath in this position. Excellent. Let's come on up to all fours, and we'll just take some organic movements here tonight. Just feeling the body out, noticing what it needs. Move in a way that feels good to you. So maybe some sassy cats as you rock side to side. Maybe some cows and cats as you flex and extend your spine, moving with the tailbone, leading the way. Maybe you rock forward and back. We can work on massaging the hands a little bit, the wrists, taking the fingers to the outer edge, and then rocking side to side here. You can take the fingers back toward the feet, and then rock forward and back, lengthening through the forearms. You can even flip the palms up and get a deeper stretch here. As you move back, you'll feel a long stretch through the front of the forearms. And then relax. Let's make some more movements here. Just a couple more breaths and we'll be ready to press up into down dog, okay? Coming into down dog, we're going to tuck our toes and then we'll take our hands slightly in front of the shoulders. Press through the fingers. Take the index fingers forward toward the top of the mat. Upper arm bones roll back, elbows back, the front of the arms forward as we push up and back, finding down dog. Pedaling out here in down dog, bending one knee and pressing through the heel, bending through the other knee, pressing through the heel. You can always stay with bent knees here. Just continue sending energy down through your heels, right? Even if they're not touching. Imagine energy pulling the heels down toward the earth as you drop the head between the biceps, soften the shoulders, pull the low ribs up and back. Let's do one more inhale. Let's rise high on our toes. Bend our knees, bear pose, chest to thighs. Straighten the legs, back to down dog as you push the heels down toward the earth. Bend the knees, bring the chest to thighs, bear pose. Inhale high on the toes, press the heels back. Exhale here. Let's take the feet a little bit wider and then a little bit shorter through our stance. Take that right arm to the left calf and see if you can roll underneath the left arm here. Let's switch. Right hand comes down, left hand to right shin. Twist underneath that right arm if you can. You're kind of pulling on the shin and the calf as you twist. One more full breath. And then relax back to center. Continue walking the feet up toward the hands. We'll come to a flat back, hands on shins. You still have those wide legs, shoulders roll back. Exhale, forward fold, always bending the knees as much as you need. Shake out the hips here, grab your elbows, or just place your hands on your shins, and then we'll rock side to side, nice and slow. Really engage through the feet so that you stay steady with the toes pointing forward. One more swing, nice and slow and controlled. Feel the torso and the obliques here, and then relax, let go of the elbows, flat back, inhale, exhale, and folds. Let's come all the way up with these wide legs. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands interlace behind you. Lift the chest up. Pull the arms up and back. Bend your knees, forward folds. If this is too much, you can release the arms and just grab the elbows or just put your hands on your hips. One more breath as you rock side to side. Release the hands, hands to shins. Inhale, flat back, shoulders back, crown of the head forward. Exhale and fold. Let's step the left leg back, step the right leg back, and we'll come into a child's pose just for a moment. And we're gonna set up for dolphin. So we're gonna come back to this dolphin, and I want you to set it up now before you get tired so that you will be prepared to set it up correctly later on. So coming up onto our forearms, we're gonna grab our elbows and fingers around the elbows. This is the shape that you want, how far you want the arms away from each other. So just take your hands away from the elbows and interlace the fingers, okay? And you're gonna tuck the pinkies in so they're not hanging out. And you're gonna place the back of your head, into your palms. So it's not gonna be an inch away, it's not gonna be a foot away, it's going to be touching tightly. So these interlaced fingers are gonna be cupping the back of your head, and then you're gonna come onto the crown of your head will be on the mat. The back of your head will be in these interlaced fingers. If you're not sure where the crown of your head is, here you go. Thumbs on your ears and your middle fingers touch. This is the crown. This is what's on the mat. The back of the head is in the interlaced hands. You are not on your forehead, okay? So here we go. The back of my head is pressing tightly into my cupped hands. The crown of my head is down, and this is the correct position for headstand or dolphin. And you can just stay here. This is an inversion. Your head is lower than your heart. You could just stay here and breathe, okay? If you want a little bit more, you'll pick up your knees and just stay here. Just kind of working with the weight on your neck, noticing how this feels. This will be as far as you're gonna go. If you have any ocular issues or if you have any high blood pressure issues, that's about as far as you're gonna go, okay? If you don't have those issues and want to try picking up your feet, we're gonna do that a little bit later. I just wanted to show you the arm placement, okay? Here we go. So we're gonna come back up into down dog and start to warm up, doing our sun salutation A, and then a little bit for the hips. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up. Here you go, down dog. Big inhale, open mouth, exhale. On your next inhale, you're walking or you're stepping, right leg, left leg. Maybe you're hopping to the top of your mat. I'm not quite warmed up yet, so I'm just gonna walk to the top of my mat and I'll exhale when I get there. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart, and then down by my sides. Here we go, Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, let's move back into a Chaturanga plank. So you're on your toes, shoulders pull back, chest moves forward, bend the elbows halfway or all the way. Release the tops of your toes Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's take a few breaths here, either pedaling or stillness, and then we'll do one more sun salutation. One breath, one movement. When you're ready, on an inhale, walk or hop. Exhale there. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart, and then down by your sides. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down. Up dogs and inhale. Down dogs and exhale. We'll take a few breaths here. If you need a child's pose, you know where to go. It's always available to you. If you're working in your down dog, work towards inner thighs coming toward each other, heels working out from each other. Come on up to down dog if you're not already there. And then we'll press forward to a strong plank here. Inhale, left foot out, exhale. Inhale, right, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more, both sides. And then we'll take knee to tricep. Knee to tricep. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. And back to down dog. Whew. Getting warm, huh? So we want to warm up our body if we're going to ask it to do more things. Let's try that dolphin pose again. Come down onto your knees. You know where you're stopping if you need to. You're measuring your elbows, and then you're interlacing your fingers. Either stay here or come up off of your knees. The second step, if you're moving forward with me, you're walking your feet in. And maybe you just take one leg up, feel that, and then the other leg up, feel that. This is where you will stay alternating legs or in one of the other two positions that we talked about. We'll do this one last time toward the end of our practice, and we are going to come up into a headstand if that is available to you. Go ahead and come back into a child's pose. Always child's pose after you have inverted. If you are near a wall, you can practice headstand there, right? Because the wall's going to catch you. Take some deep breaths here. Come back to that rhythmic breath. In and out through the nose, cooling the body off. But not too much. We want to use the heat that we've created, the flexibility that is in that heat to keep moving into our flow. So take one more full breath here. And then make your way to down dog. Inhale, exhale here. Rise high on your toes. Inhale, look forward, walk, step, or maybe hop to the top. Exhale here. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let's take our toes together, open up our heels, sink back. Inhale, arms go up. Pull the belly towards the spine, and then sit back. Soften the shoulders. Imagine that wonderful chair that you love so much. Breathe here. Hands to heart. We're coming up into a warrior 3. So you always have the option to put your hands on blocks and take that standing L. Otherwise, we are pressing into the right leg and lifting the left leg up. Push through the heel, toes point down. If you're not sure if your hips are leveled, you can take your hands and kind of work on the hips here. You want that back leg to be active. Push through the heel, separate the toes, lead with the heart, chest moving forward. Bend your right knee, drop that left foot, sky archer, left hand, right wrist, grab it and reach back. Long stretch through that right side, soften the right shoulder. Release the right hand, take your left hip back, and then reach the right arm for your right leg. You might need to shift this left leg, like I'm gonna push it back a little bit and then angle it so the toes are pointing more toward the left side. Taking my hips and I'm moving them forward, and then taking my shoulders and moving them back. Left arm can come up. Keep reaching up. It can go across. You'll feel more through the obliques here. Look forward, bend your right knee. We're coming into a half moon. So if you have a block, you'll place it toward the right side of your right foot. Hand on the block, lift that left leg, press through the heel. So this time the hip is open, unlike that warrior three. And then the left arm can come up. Maybe. So I've been doing a lot of hiking, and hiking is not very beneficial to being grounded, because the ground slips, those rocks move. Bend into your right knee, slowly drop that left foot down. Come on up, 5 pointed star. Reach up, toes come out, heels move in. Let's find our goddess as we sink down. Straddle or goddess, you want to work the knees out over the ankles, and then the chest and belly stack. Let's take some breaths here. You can make this more challenging for yourself if you lift one or both heels. Squeeze the inner thighs. Heels drop down. We're turning toward the front of the mat. So pivot that back foot and then pick up the heel. Bend your right knee, sweep the arms up, find high crescent. Left hamstrings pulling up, right knee bending. Here's our big toe posture. So if you're using your strap, you're gonna grab it. If you're gonna grab your knee, you'll just grab the knee or the big toes. I'm gonna put my right hand on my waist, and I'm gonna swing my left leg up and attempt to catch my toes with my peace fingers. Let's see, here we go. Lean forward, and then come on up. Extend the leg. So I don't want you to extend your leg unless you can stand up really tall and find some length through the torso. Keep the knee bent as long as you need to, okay? If you've got the extension, push through the heel and then pull on the toe to stay balanced. We're gonna open to the left, and then we'll try and look right. Keep pushing through that heel. Back to center. Hold on to your knee or your toe or your strap. Start bending your knee. Find a squat, and then lay all the way down. Hello. So you might be holding on here, right? That's okay. Maybe you still have the toe. Maybe you've got a towel or strap wrapped alongside of it. We're going to extend the right leg and press through the heel. Take your right hand, place it on your right hip. Keep that right hip down. Start to open to the left. Only as far as you can with that right hip down. If your right hip starts to roll up, no bueno, okay? Don't go as far. Push through the heel. Keep the right shoulder and the right hip down. Stretch that inner left thigh and push through your right foot. Flex the right foot. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release. So we did that big toe posture 2 ways. Laying down was probably easier. It was for me, for sure. But it just gives us a chance to practice the same pose in different shapes, and it builds that strength and flexibility. All right, we're gonna take our legs back over our head, catch our toes again, and go wide. As wide as you can. If you can touch your toes on the mat, that's good. You're gonna push off of your toes. If not, you're just gonna rock forward and back, maybe with bent knees, hands around the thighs. When you come up, pull on the toes, lead with the chest. Here we go, I'm gonna try this. Inhale, lift, and pull on the toes, lead with the chest. Yes. Cross at the ankles, hands to the mat, step or jump back, take a vinyasa. Let's take a few breaths here. Feel free to pedal. If you need a child's pose, you know where to go. It's for you. You got it. All right, here we go. Inhale high on the toes. Bend your knees, walk, step, or hop. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, folds. Inhale, rise up to that fierce pose as you sit back. Soft shoulders, low ribs pull in. Soften your toes, put lots of weight in the heels. Hands to heart. We're going to press down through the left foot and pick up the right. Remember, you can do a standing L with blocks if you want. Push down through the left foot, pick up the right, push through the heel. Maybe hands on hips, maybe hands wide, maybe arms reach forward as you push through that right heel. Toes point down and to the left, long torso. Little bend in the left knee, drop that right foot, right hand, grab left wrist, 2 straight legs, sky archer. Release that left hand, tick-tocking it into triangle. Maybe you shift that back foot back a little bit. Your hips are gonna go forward, shoulders will roll back, and then maybe the right arm comes up or across. Bend into the left knee. Let's find our half moon. If you're using a block, you're gonna take it with you to the top left corner of your mat. Press up, push through that right foot, spread the toes, and then maybe take that right arm up. Active right leg, keep pushing through the heel, separate the toes. Little bend in the left knee, drop that right foot all the way down, come up, 5-pointed star. Reach up, and then turn the toes out, heels in, find your goddess. Maybe you take the same position you did last time. Maybe you try something different, grabbing right hand to left shin, and then twisting, looking over the left shoulder. Keep the knees working back toward the ankles. And if you did that, try the other side. Left hand, right shin, and twist over the right shoulder. And we'll come back to center. Lift up. Turn your left toes to point forward. Pick up your back heel. You don't want to be at a tightrope. Sweep the arms up. Find your Anjane, high crescent. Right hamstrings, right kneecap lifting. Bend into the left knee and track towards the left. All right, we're going to grab our right toes with our right peace fingers, or maybe a strap or a towel. Maybe you're just going to grab your knee, right? Here we go. Inhale, lift up. Long torso. Work on that and work on pressing through the foot more than on extending the leg. Once you have the leg extended, push through the heel and then pull the toe, little micro bend in the right arm. Open to the right, keep pressing through the heel. Look left if you can. That always throws my balance off. Inhale back to center. Keep a hold of the knee, the toe, or the strap. Start coming down. Pistol squat. Lay back. You should have your right leg up, left leg extends. All right, either grab them with a strap or with your fingers. Maybe you're just gonna hold the leg, right, and open it up this way. Left hand on left hip. Keep that hip down, keep the shoulder down. Push through that right heel. Feel the stretch through your right inner thigh. I've got a wall right here. It actually feels really good because it's holding it up for me. Push through your left heel, flex your left toes. Breathe. Inhale back. And then bring both legs up. Rock forward and back. So if you want to play with that wide-legged Konasana again, you can do that. If you just want to rock forward and back to a seat and then take a vinyasa, you can do that. I'm going to try that again because I nailed it last time. Whoa, first time. It wasn't the first time I nailed it. It was the first time I'm surprised that I nailed it while teaching. Here we go. Pull the belly in. Feel free to bend the knees. Remember, when you come up on an inhale, you have to pull the toes and lead with the chest. Push off of the toes. Here we go. Big inhale. Lift the chest, pull the toes. And then cross at the ankles. Take a vinyasa or just meet in child's pose. We're going to try that headstand this time. So this time I'm just going to step back into child's pose, okay? I'll give you a few breathers in case you're doing that vinyasa. And then we'll all try that headstand again, or maybe dolphin, or maybe you're just going to go right to child's pose. Cool thing is, nobody can see you, so you are doing yoga exactly correct for your body. No pressure, no fuss. If you're going to come with me, place the elbows at the correct spot. The top of the head is on the mat. The back of the head is cradled. And then you're going to start to lift up. Remember, you can just stay right here. You can walk the feet. And if you start to feel some lightness, maybe the feet will come up. Press down through your forearms. When you come down, in the same way, catch your toes, child's pose. So I'm going to show you, if you're practicing this at home and you can't get the legs to go up straight yet, you can do a little squatty headstand. And I'm going to use the wall just to show you how you can use the wall, okay? The wall will brace you.
I'm not going to necessarily touch the wall, but it's there for me, and that's going to give you a level of comfort. So coming up just like we did before, except this time come up with bent knees here, and then work on this.
So you're working on that flexion of the torso here. It's all core. That's really what headstand is about. You want to be able to extend through the torso, and your legs, when they come up, squeeze them together, shoot them straight up like you would in a shoulder stand, right? Just like in a shoulder stand. All right, my friends, good job. Let's come down onto our back, or actually onto our bottom, and just try to stretch everything out a little bit. Extend your left leg, take your right leg, cross it over. Left arm wraps around right knee, right hand behind you. Press through your left foot, lift up, and twist. If you want more, take your elbow outside the knee, or maybe tuck the hand, and then reach back. Come back through center, and let's try the other side. Right leg extends, foot flexes, even if you have to bend this knee, and then cross left over right. Right arm wraps around left, left hand behind you. Flex this right foot, sit up really tall, look over your left shoulder. And then maybe take that right elbow outside the knee, lift up and twist. So inhaling, lifting, exhaling, twisting. If you want, you can take your hand and reach back. Breathe. And we'll unwind and come back to center. So we're going to go ahead and do that shoulder stand so you can feel what the legs would feel like in a headstand. They need to be straight up. If that's not for you, if you've got that cervical spine issue, which would preclude you from doing headstand anyway, you're just going to come into a supported shoulder stand right here, maybe with the knees bent. Maybe legs up the wall, right? Otherwise, if you're coming into a full shoulder stand, take your hands, walk them in towards your low back, elbows close together, point the toes straight up, squeeze the knees and the inner thighs toward each other. Feel how much work is happening in the legs here and in the torso. That's what your fulcrum needs to do in a headstand. You really have to tighten up that whole core area. And your core is everything except your hands and feet. So the torso, even the hips, it's all core. You want to really tighten it up. And then we'll come into Halasana. Plow behind you. You're going to keep holding your back unless your feet touch. Once your feet touch, you can release your hands, maybe interlace them, or just press them down into the mat. Ear pressure pose, Karpindasana. Open the knees, squeeze on either side of the ears. Hands back on the back to get the feet back up. So these are the traditional finishing poses of shoulder stand. So you can stop whenever this is not appropriate for you. You can either cross at the ankles and you'll be right here, or maybe you can put your legs in lotus, wiggle that top leg in, and then take the hands, push the knees away, straighten the arms. Knees draw in, hands interlace, and you're in a tight little ball. You're going to come out, hands on back or on the mat, And then slowly release the legs down. If you're in lotus, stay in lotus. If you just had your ankles crossed, uncross them, extend the legs. We'll come into Matsyasana, fish pose. So again, the crown of the head is down on the mat. And your chest is lifting. You can use your arms like this, or if you can, you'll grab your feet and then lift the heart up more. If your legs are extended, it's going to look like this. Here or here for more. And then we'll all release. Release the neck. Take a big stretch. Big inhale, open mouth, exhale. Let's draw the knees in and rock side to side. Maybe opening up the hips. Happy baby if you want. And we'll take a spinal twist of your choice. So you can either just drop your knees to the left and look right. I like to cross my knees. It gives me a little deeper twist. I'm going to shift my hips to the right as my knees drop to the left. My right hand is catching my left foot, and then I'll work toward getting both shoulders down as I look to the right. Send breath into the back. Try to let everything go here in these cooling down postures. Try to release the tension in your face, in your fingers, in your toes. Just let everything start to go. And then we'll come back to center. Bring the knees toward the face, pick up your shoulders, give yourself a little hug, and release. And take your spinal twist in the opposite direction. Nice, long, deep, relaxing breaths. Surrender breaths. Breaths knowing there's nothing left to do or just going to be. And then come back to center. Another little crunch. As you relax, find a comfortable place for Shavasana. Position that feels good for you. Lift up your shoulders and then relax them. Allow the arms to be far away from the body so that you can feel your scapula softening. Hips relax. Toes curl out, fingers unfurl, face softens, tongue rests down into your jaw. Take a big inhale, exhale. Feel yourself sinking into your mat. Noticing the left hand completely relaxing. Notice the right hip sinking in deeper. The right toes soft. Left hand completely relaxing. Left hip sinking. Left toes softening. Notice the shoulders heavy, pressing into the mat, your back like lead sinking in. Face is soft, eyes are soft. Relishing our amazing Creator and the creation that He gave us as an extravagant gift. Father who truly loves His children, who wants to lavish the most beautiful and exquisite things upon them. My friends, I hope you enjoy this Shavasana. Stay here as long as you would like. It's always my great honor and privilege to share my practice with you. I hope you had some fun and you sweated. I hope that you shine your light so brightly into this world that the whole world notices that there is something different about you. I bow to you.